Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzzBot, and this isn't going to be a reviewer of any kind. This is just going to be a little update video telling you what I've been doing, what I plan on doing, and I'm going to show off a couple of cool things that I've been making. Mostly I just wanted to say that on DeviantArt, where I post pictures of my MOCs, I recently got promoted as an administrator to one of the largest, if not the largest group on DeviantArt about Bionicle MOCs and whatnot. So that was very, very awesome. But you guys probably don't really want to hear about that because you guys are on YouTube. Now into more interesting stuff. I made a Toxin version 2.0, which is largely the same, but just addressed a couple of complaints or concerns people had. I updated the shoulder and upper arm and gave him a new face, which has like a surgical mask, a new neck piece, and I think that's mostly it. He's largely the same. And I also made him a little gun, which, if I can just get Toxin to stand up over here. I made him a little gun, which is supposed to be a toxic sludge shotgun. But enough of that. I also made a little spinning centrifuge that this really awesome guy who makes MOCs. I saw him make one of these, and it has a really interesting other thing that it can do, which I'm going to show to you in a minute. But I'm not making MOCs right now. I'm just kind of very busy with Christmas and stuff. I do have a couple of existing MOCs, which I do want to film at some point, at least two. But I'm not going to film them right now, just because I'm kind of busy. And I do hope on making a Christmas MOC. I don't know if that will get done, though. And I do have at least two other MOCs that are kind of in the planning stage. So I did order some pieces for one of those ones that's in the planning stage. But they're probably not going to arrive until after Christmas, just because mail companies are going to be very busy with letters. So I'm going to be kind of inactive this month, perhaps. So you may expect 2 reviews, but I will be mocking. I'm not going to be slowing down too much, hopefully. Now for what I actually wanted to show you. I wanted to show you this little spinny thing. Now, the original intention is just that it's kind of like a carousel of some sort, that if you set it on the ground, or something, that it spins very freely, especially at high speeds. It becomes very, very smooth. But something else I noticed about it is that if I can remove this, is that this is a perfect demonstration of how a gyroscope works, and the laws of angular momentum, inertia, all sorts of cool physics stuff. A gyroscope is something that's used in a lot of vehicles that you require self-correction of the vehicle. Like, for example, aircraft have gyroscopes to tell the pilot how the plane is oriented. Because when you're flying at night or through a cloud, you can't see the ground, and therefore you can't find out your actual position. And your inner ear will suffer vertigo in an airplane, so it's not an accurate analysis of your position in the air. So what they use is a gyroscope. The idea of a gyroscope is it's a spinning thing that sits inside a cage, and the cage is very well lubricated, so the spinning thing inside can spin wherever it wants, despite the aircraft's movement on its own. So the idea is, when it's on the ground, I guess they start spinning it, and then because of the laws of angular momentum, which keep something, if it's already spinning in a certain position, it is resistant to spin in a different position, and because there's so little friction on its cage, whenever a plane like rolls or something, it stays in the same position, and therefore you can measure that and find out exactly how your aircraft is oriented. And this thing is a perfect demonstration of that, actually. So if I can get a good spin on it, you'll be able to see how it's resistant to movement. Oops, not a good spin. So as you can see, despite moving the base, it remains in its current position. That's how a gyroscope works, because of the laws of angular momentum. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's really all I want to show you guys. I'll be making some more MOC reviews soon, so I'll see you guys later. Science rules.